So right now, it's my pleasure to ask forward another member of aceBIM, a fellow from PCL here in town, Mr. Jeff Dufield, to provide us with some wrap-up comments. Jeff, if you would, please.
Thanks, sir. Okay, thank you, Fred, and a special thanks to all the subject matter experts that have taken their time to come here and share their experience with the group. It's certainly a well-valued effort. And I just would like to say, contrary to many other people that have been up here, I'm certainly not a data head and quite often struggle with technology. I've recently traded mud-caked work boots for my nice black loafers and a blue suit. But what I do know, in fact, that BIM is a game changer for those companies that hop on board. What I also know is that aceBIM can bring together Team Alberta for BIM, a network of subject matter experts that are passionate about their work with BIM. And for me, success has always been facilitated by building a community of owners, consultants, contractors, and subcontractors that are aligned to collaborate towards a common goal. The breadth of what we've heard today is extensive, and I'd like to reiterate what I heard at the symposium. And while David Kasich expressed data and visualization to be common thread, I'm going to suggest that collaboration is as well common to many of the presentations that we've seen. For those that missed last night's presentations, Jeff Baker from Productivity Alberta did a good presentation with a video on the Hive. It was clear expectations, training, partnerships, innovation, collaboration, and what an excellent way of visualizing what productivity is to business. And these, I'm going to move through here quite quickly. There's a huge amount of content here, and I'm just expressing sort of my bullet point thoughts as I was sitting and watching the presentations. Dr. Bob Este, University of Calgary, Tarantula Nebula, big data. You don't know what you don't know. Transforming big data into useful information. Large Hadron Collider, SKA, not SKA, Square Kilometer Array. What all that expressed was the data that is going to be accumulated amounts to CDs stacked vertically and running horizontally at a rate of 60 kilometers an hour. So it was very eye-opening and something that we all have to brace ourselves for. And his solution to that was integrated science and industry collaboration. Christy Paquette, Enterprise and Advanced Education. 25% of all Albertans touch construction, and the provincial government is dedicated to the BIM evolution as a means of improving productivity. Jeff DiBattista, inspire, enable, support, and collaboration. You can't do it alone. Professor Wang, in his augmented reality presentation, an interesting example of 3D visualization elevated over two-dimensional drawings. A look into the visualization of new construction overlaid onto existing construction, and visualization of assembly of a pipe spool sequence to reduce assembly time and rework by 50%. Also showed 3D schedule monitoring as augmented reality, something that PCL does regularly. And there was a question here about 4D scheduling, and we do this. It's very common, and I'm sure with Turner as well. A P6 integrated to a model, running simulations. We do very complex steel erection sequences over multiple times with 7 or 8 cranes, mobile tower cranes, all in the with the output of taking months off of a schedule by finding the right sequence. Jeff Warwick from Clover Point, GIS applications for owners, adaptation to a changing environment, managing the amount of data, coastal mapping, simplification of the access to information, 3D backbone for the entire campus at UBC, and project to manage this information for sustainability. Victoria Airport Authority iPad renovation visualization. Branco, University of Calgary, better, faster, for less. BIM enables the Holy Trinity. Previously, only 2 were achievable. Some impressive Frank Gehry building visualizations in BIM going back 15 years. Remarkable precast concrete panels. Digital laser surveying and paperless and completed 16 years ago. Shipbuilding, hotels on water, similar trades, fully BIM enabled. Digital praxis as a form of collaboration, and my favorite, contractors at the top of the digital pyramid. Safe BIM adoption. Reza, wow, house builder, manufacturer extraordinaire. 6 hours for assembly to lockup. 1/32nd tolerance. Safety, quality, improved productivity, reduced cost, sustainability, what more can you ask for? The stair cage, what a concept of elegant stage construction. That was a BIM success story. And certainly if ever I'm looking for a new house, there's one call that's going to be made. Bill Roth, Stantec, BIM data and asset management. Integration, hierarchy of data analysis, sounded a little like making sense out of big data. The data from design and construction is highly valuable for asset management. Current reality is that only projects that see execution are prioritized higher than high. Pragmatic enthusiasm that BIM will help kill 2 birds with 1 stone to improve the execution that they can do on building maintenance. The 3 J's, Justin, Jeff, and Josh, BIM beyond buildings. Leverage effort for the whole life cycle. How much BIM? Lonely, shy, friendly, social. Covers the spectrum from working in isolation to full collaboration. Invest in the BIM mindset. Universal translator. You can not do this alone, another reoccurring theme. PEP, we call it PEP in our world, PXP in your world, the project execution plan. Keep the end in mind at the beginning, another reoccurring theme. Invest in training, the McLeany curve, invest in design. Model overlay onto point cloud model, augmented reality squared. Risk mitigation and collaboration, visualization and communication. Nice video. David Kasich from Boeing, visualization and interactive techniques. Data is valueless if you do not know what to do with it. Data to identify root cause. Predictive analytics and forecasting. No tools suit all forms of analysis. Boeing has been working in 3D since the 1980s. Leverage efforts downstream, another common theme. Add that a lot of this must have required collaboration. Geraldine, Summit BIM Consulting, communicating in a digital age. Vision is 83% responsible for the data that we interpret. In the past, more time spent on what to communicate and less time on how. Change is speeding up. Kodak from top to bottom in 10 years because of resistance to change. Design creates 30% more documents than are used. And Darwin, survival requires the ability to adapt to change. Scott Cameron from Supreme Steel. BIM collaboration strategies for structural steel. Early involvement and have a collaboration strategy. Monty from Spearhead. Start with the end in mind. Augmented reality squared. Not all that complicated. I'm sure that's coming from a subject matter expert. Brian Krause, Clark Builders and Turner Construction. Not seeing productivity improvements as a trend in construction. Revolutionary step forward, prefabrication and modularization. Build what is already planned, or at PCL we say, plan the work and work the plan. 40 to 140% improvement in productivity, not mandated by policy, just a part of business. Don't change the process to suit the software, find the software that supports the process, something that I very highly recommend. Celebri, Synchro, bringing BIM to the workface, Voxel iStudio monitor, information versus knowledge, smart applications of the knowledge. John, as a government representative, John's knowledge and passion for BIM and construction shows our province's support for our aceBIM initiatives. We are lucky to have him as part of the aceBIM board. And the open forum, what great questions came up that extended the conversation, and I'm sure will extend the conversation as we go into leaving this meeting. In closing, I would just like to make one more appeal to everyone in this room to join the aceBIM collaborative effort towards growth in BIM excellence in Alberta, and I hope this symposium has inspired you in your efforts with BIM going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jeff. And a special thanks to the TL2 team, Tracy and Lorene and Chris, for helping us stay on track today, and the men in black against the back wall there, Sean and his AV team, for making magic and jury-rigging things when it needed to be done. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Get a haircut. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the official program. We hope that you found the day educational and inspirational and curious and confusing and ultimately collaborative and creative. Brand new horizons ahead. I want to invite you now to join us out in the foyer. Some wonderful, as my grandfather would call them, Hoovers Doovers await you, and they've been set out for your enjoyment. Thank you for your attention today. Have a pleasant evening, and thanks for being here. All the best, and all best wishes on all your ongoing adventures. Take care. Bye now.